theatrics. Coughing with a hat like a player out of practice. 20 in my notes, whatever, get it done the fastest. Eyes closed, praying for apocalypse disasters. No gods, no masters, no befores, no afters. Ugly man don't make you disappear just like the rapture. Dodging destiny, still they coughing like a bed to me. The voices spoke incessantly, my pride is what they fed to me. Tried to read the messages, but words was wrote illegibly. Hennessy suppressing all my memories. Mirror showed me glimpses of the enemies possessing me. Toxic thought telepathy, living legacy. Rocket weapons like accessories, dying for supremacy. Really with significant as centipedes. Crawl around the earth with no identities. You not special, don't pretend to be. Your tendencies are so predictable, it's difficult to remedy. I can read a billion books, still not know what pill I took. I can have a million guns, still walk with Achilles' foot.
Sympathy for Satan, and the sorrows of Satan.
Oh, to be that hamburger.
Sympathy for Satan, and the sorrows of Satan. Sympathy for Satan, and the sorrows of Satan. Sympathy for Satan, and the sorrows of Satan. Sympathy for Satan, and the sorrows of Satan.
The camera is intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could answer the questions if I didn't have a camera there.
Just pretend it's not there, you're just talking to me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm chilling in your bed with these headphones on.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I feel like I could have better responses.
Your responses are really good.
Okay.
Like, your answers are like giving me imagination, which is like, I think the most important thing.
Hell yeah.
Who cut the cheese? Want more yucky sounds?
Nah. Alright,
Okay.
just gonna jump right into it.
Yeah.
He's ready to rumble. Ready for more?
Is he really ready to rumble?
He's ready to rumble. Ready for more?
Nah, I'm good actually. Alexa, stop.
That was the grossest good time. Come back soon.
Hope you enjoyed Yucky Sound. Now help your state climb the smartness leaderboard by playing our new skill, Trivia Battle. Say, Alexa, open Trivia Battle.
Okay. Okay now.
Okay. I have like 15 different questions, but honestly, I feel like your responses are going to be like way longer.
I'll try to make him concise.
I feel like your responses will be good. I trust you.
Well, hi. I write threesome, and I was born and raised in Berkeley, California. Well, first of all, I'm pretty happy with my name. I think I found a pretty cool name. I'm not even gonna lie, but I would say that there isn't really much meaning to my name. It's just kind of, it's funny, and I wanted to catch people's ear. I paint a lot in Richmond. I paint a lot in Oakland and San Francisco, the city. Yes, Frisco town. Oh, I painted Paris too. Paris was fun. I painted there for 2 weeks straight because, yeah, my grandma lives there. It was back when I started writing threesome too. And so I kind of used Paris as a place where I can just put up stuff and not really care about what people think because I'm never going to see them ever again. I put up some really ugly shit in Paris. I'm not going to lie. Like some really nasty, disgusting stuff, but I had a lot of fun. Ooh, I have a story. Can I tell a story?
Yes.
Okay. So I decided I think it was the second time I went out in Paris because I'd like figured out where to go and like what spots are good and what spots aren't. You know, I was just kind of exploring on the first time I went out. But on the second time, I was like, I'm going to hit the fucking highway. if you know anything about Paris, there's only one highway in Paris, and it's outside of Paris. So I lived in the dead center of Paris. My dumb ass thought it'd be a good idea to walk 3 hours to the freeway just to hit my spot, right? And put my bag in some bushes with my jacket because I was doing a heaven spot. Meaning, if you fall, you're going to heaven. I'm probably not going to heaven, but if you fall, you die, essentially. And I was standing on the side of the highway, you know, doing my thing. I'm finished. I'm like super stoked because I just finished this thing, this crazy stunt in Paris. I like taking a video of it, and I'm like, damn, it fucking stinks, bro. It really smells like shit. I'm like putting on my jacket. I'm like, it really smells. And then I like look up. I'm like, shit smeared all over my jacket. Human shit. It was like wet because it just rained too. Shit on my backpack. Shit on my shoes. Shit on everything in my pants. And keep in mind, I'm 3 hours from home. A 3-hour walk from home with no money and I'm not wearing that fucking jacket. Hell no, bruh. I'm not wearing that backpack either. I ended up, oh my God, I got so mad because they have these public bathrooms in Paris, but for some fucking reason they close at midnight. And I was like, and for like an hour I was trying to find one. I finally found one. It was telling me that it couldn't open. It was like beeping hella loud. And I was trying to push the door open. And I ended up getting so pissed that I like kicked the door in of the fucking bathroom, and an alarm goes off like wee 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 wee. Like, I don't remember exactly how they said it in French, so I'm gonna say it in English. But the police are coming. Like, and I was like, fuck that shit. I'm washing my jacket off in this fucking bathroom. But the sink didn't work, so I went to a McDonald's and threw all my shit away. And oh, there's another part of the story. Inside the McDonald's. I was fucking fed up, so I was like, ain't no fucking way I'm gonna try to speak French to this McDonald's worker. Like, it's like 4 a.m. I'm tired as hell. I literally just lost everything because I put my bag in human shit. I'm not gonna be using my brain to speak French right now. She starts speaking to me in French. I'm like, nah, I'm a tourist. And then she's like, you want a hamburger? A Big Mac? I'm like, nah, I want chicken nuggets. He's like, a hamburger? Nah, I want chicken nuggets. He's like, an hamburger? Bruh, when I tell you I got pissed, I got fucking pissed. But I didn't take it out on her right there. And also, right as I left, she was like, putain d'américain, which means fucking American. And I went up, there's like 2 floors in this McDonald's. I'm like eating my chicken nuggets with my ranch and shit. And I'm like thinking, how the fuck am I gonna piss the fuck off this lady? Piss her off hella. And I'm like, I didn't finish these ranch packets. Bro, I strategically placed them all over the fucking 2nd floor. There's nobody in there. And smashed them on the tables and seats. And I don't know. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I have a question.
Okay. No, ask this question first.
Okay. Well, do you think that, like, there's, like, because you said that Paris was just kind of, like, your place to practice, right? Do you think that there's, like, more pressure here to be good because, like, people, like, know your name and, like, you want to do the best, like, in the city? Like, is there pressure coming from that at all, or?
Mm-hmm. I think there's definitely pressure, but I've tried to relieve that pressure because I feel like the more you think about what other people think, the worse your stuff is going to come out. When I'm painting, all I want to think about is the painting, not like what some bruh that I've never met before is gonna think. Like, I don't know, it's irrelevant to me. I paint for the fun of painting. I don't paint for other people.
Do you paint for yourself?
I'd say so, yeah. Painting's helped me through a lot of shit, I'd have to say. So I definitely paint for myself at this point. I didn't used to. I used to paint for other people because I thought I was so cool for being a writer. It's cool as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I used to paint for, I guess you could say ego. But I've tried to kill that because it's a limitation.
Do you think you have killed it?
Not completely. I don't think I will for a while. Maybe not ever. Tagging is like a fucking, it's a sport. Like, all it is fucking ego. All you're doing is putting your name up for other people to see. You want to be the king of the city. Okay, so I used to write with this guy. He used to tell me all the time, damn, you're a youngin', in a couple of years you'll be king in the Bay. You're finna be king in it. Like I always thought that term was so funny. I mean, it's like it's showing how big the ego matters to people. I don't know. I feel like I should be more what's it called? Articulate and sure of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that whatever you say is like what I want to hear. Like I just want to know you. It doesn't like don't say anything for anyone else. Like I don't know. This is kind of like well, it is on topic, but like growing up in Berkeley, like in your childhood, do you think like anything like influenced your decision on like becoming a graffiti artist?
I spent 7 grades not knowing I had ADHD, and I heard this from some bro who came to my house for some like family therapy shit. I don't even know what it's about, but he was telling me this, and it kind of makes sense. I rejected everybody that was trying to do good for me because they put me in uncomfortable places to learn. So I went and learned on my own. That's kind of, I feel like, what led me to graffiti, because I think it starts way before ADHD and graffiti. When I was younger, I was a good kid. Like, I was a smart kid. I was really fucking good at math. Like, I remember making my own equation in elementary school. But from a young age, I was a delinquent. I'd like to call it a fuck up, right? In freshman year, started doing a shit ton of drugs. Was exploring. Sophomore year, I stopped going to school. Well, I still went to school. I started skipping class because I started to develop a shit ton of anxiety that was there before, but it just got way worse. And then I got used to skipping class and started writing. So as soon as you start skipping class and writing, it's all downhill from there, because all I did after that was go out at some point 6 or 7 nights a week and just come to school exhausted as fuck and then just sleep in the library all day. And I did that for a fucking while. Yeah. And then I went homeless for a bit. And I don't really want to elaborate on how I got to the homelessness, but I ended up being homeless for a week, and thank you, Caitlin, on the other side, for letting me stay at her house. Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I spent a lot of time in East Oakland, a lot of time in West Oakland, spent a lot of time walking and thinking about, my life, my graph, and all that. I saw a lot of things, though, out there.
But do you want to share, like, this is like stuff that like people actually like need to hear, or like you think that would add? You don't have to share, but like if you're just not sharing because the camera's there,
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you know anything about Oakland, there are a lot of prostitutes in Oakland, and lots of times you end up running into them. Once upon a time, I ran into one, and she asked me to write her name on the floor with my spray pen. I'm like, hell yeah, that's sick as fuck. I love writing things for other people. I'm writing it down, but her pimp rolled up on me, and he's like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. And I like turn around the corner, and I like literally hear this girl screaming, like fucking terrifying. Like, I don't know what happened to her. There's no fucking way I was going back to check for my own livelihood. I've had guns pointed in my face. That happened once when I was homeless. Yeah, I've had lots of guns pointed in my face. It's definitely something that humbles you in a way, being that close to death. Yeah. Ooh, that's the thing about graph. People don't understand how fucking dangerous it is. It's a really dangerous thing. Like, people risk their lives. I just explained it. People risk their lives to put up a fucking name on a wall. Like, that's how much people care about, like, tagging and, like, putting up their art or whatever you want to call it on the wall. People risk everything for that. I feel like people don't really think about it.
Like, why do you think?
Some could argue it's an addiction. I would argue it's an addiction, to be honest. Graph is something that once you start, it's probably never going to leave you. You're never going to stop practicing because it becomes an essential part of you almost. Like, threesome is almost my alter ego at a certain point. Like, when you go meet people at art shows, it's just, I'm threesome. Nobody knows me by my name. Some people do, but yeah. If we want to go into more of the life death type shit, I've climbed a lot of things like highway signs. I've almost fallen off a crane before. Yeah, I've almost died a lot of fucking times. I'm surprised I'm alive. And it's tragic because a lot of fucking writers die every year. Even in the Bay Area, people die all the time from doing stupid things.
Do you think that's how you're going to die?
Yeah, I do. I don't even think it's a bad thing. I want to die doing something that I enjoy. Plus, it's better than dying in your bed or getting shot.
Oh God. How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as somebody who really loved doing what they do. And I want to be remembered as something. All I know is I don't want to be forgotten.
Is that why you write?
In a way, yeah. I was told by somebody that I love writing so much because I'm not good at anything else. I thought that was like, it hit me. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I've seen multiple people die outside when I was, yeah. Mostly ODs. I saw one guy get shot in the Mission, which was interesting. One thing that I do love about seeing all those things though, is you get a really different perspective on the world than other people because you get to see everybody at their lowest. When people are out at night, it's for a fucking reason. Like, most people who walk around the streets at night are either homeless, doing some illegal shit, or writing. That's some illegal shit, I guess. But I'm separating them because they're very different types of illegal shit. You talk to a lot of people that you probably would have never talked to if you weren't there. Like, I've talked to insanely interesting people who have just been forgotten. Yeah. I was gonna go somewhere with this and it just lost thought.
Just think about it. It'll come to you.
It's just like completely blank. It's not coming back.
Bro, it's the weed. It's the drugs.
I'm sober today.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's not like it has an effect.
Ooh, that should be said.
Oh, yeah.
Drugs is a huge part of graffiti. Most writers are fucking tweaked out people on meth or on crack or fentanyl. Like, there's some really fucked up people, weird people. That taught me to never meet your idols. Like, I met my favorite writer, and I'm not gonna expand on who it is, but I met him once out in Oakland, and he was. I was like, what the fuck? You're blah blah blah, and he's like, huh? Dude was so fucking high. I like literally couldn't have a conversation with him, and he stunk. Like, literally was sad to see it. Like, such an amazing artist, such amazing things, and he's just tweaked out. Nobody cares about him. That's what I don't want to be.
How do you feel about the cops?
Fuck them motherfucking pigs, bruh. I'm sorry, that just came out. But I was serious about that. I fucking hate the police. They're big ass ego, bigger than writers, bro. Their egos are massive, bruh. Like, Oh my lord. I've been detained 4 times now. And I've only had one good experience out of the 4, which is a lot. Like, the first time I got detained was by Cal Police. And I was getting frisked, you know, hands on my head, standing on the wall, in the middle, like close to Telegraph. And he's like getting all this shit out of my pockets, and he starts getting close to my balls. I'm like, okay, he's gonna do that anyways, because he got it checked, but he just stayed there for a good 30 seconds. Like, he was like damn near messing with my balls while I was just being frisked, and it's not like I can do anything about it. Yeah. Another time, it's kind of a funny story. That was a crazy night. You meet some weird people, but anyways, back to the point. I was catching an etch tag on a window. I was in the Mission, like on the block of 16th and Mission, and my friend's like, "Oh, you want to tag that window?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And I take his mop, and I'm catching the tag, and he's like, "Bro, there's a cop right there." And I'm like, "Fuck." So I look to my right, there's a cop right there, but I'm only halfway finished with the tag, and I'm like, that bro already saw me, I'm just gonna finish my tag. And we start walking away, but he obviously rolls up on us, lights us up, and he's like, "Hey, you think I didn't just see you?" And I was like, "Huh?" Like, obviously acting stupid, but I ended up having like a 30-minute conversation with him. He's like, "Why did you do this? You know this is wrong, right? You know this is wrong. Why did you do this? I could put you in jail right now. Why did you do this?" Literally for 30 minutes talking about all that shit. I'm just sitting there like, sorry. The fuck else am I? What am I gonna say? Like, I don't know. They just think they're gonna save the world. Like, what the fuck? You're literally one cop in San Francisco. You're not all that, bro.
Why graffiti? Out of every type of art or like whatever else you could do.
I like all art. I don't know how else to answer that. Just graffiti is a lot of things in one. There's not a lot of other types of things you can do that's like it. It's a sport, endurance sport, physical sport, every type of sport, pretty much. Like, you climb buildings, you're pretty much walking the whole night unless you got a car or a bike. I mean, painting is tiring. Like, your shoulder gets tired from holding a heavy spray can and just filling, you know. It's also an art, obviously. I like the artsy side of it. But it's also sort of a game of, I guess, psychology. Almost manipulation. Because, like I said, the point is to be the most up, to be the most known. You gotta be different than everybody else to be known. And since everybody wants to be the most known, they will push down everybody in their way to get there. So yeah.
Do you feel the effects of that, and like, do you do that?
Yeah, I do it. It's part of the game. I do feel the effects of it, though. I think the community, one of the most toxic things I've been in ever, a big fucked up community. I don't know what else.
Yeah, well, I remember like you were texting me, and you texted me like a lot about like how you view the community and like how it's like affected you. Do you think you could speak more on that?
Yeah. Well, there's one thing in specific that pisses me the fuck off, and it's about the copying thing. You can't hit up next to somebody in the same color. It's called side busting. You can't take a spot close to somebody that's good because it's spot busting. You can't use the same letter. You can't use this. You can't do that. It's like you're copying. It's disrespectful. Nah, it's some bullshit. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. There's not that many fucking things you could do with that. And there's not infinite spots you could hit. Everybody's already learning off each other how to paint. Everything you see, you'll learn off it.
Okay, how do you feel about the fact that your work is temporary? Do you want people to know it's you? Do you want it to be temporary?
Okay, my answer to that is it's not temporary. I think that there's always spots that will never go away. And you can find them everywhere. Those are cutty spots, in my opinion. Those are places like tunnels, places like middle of nowhere bandos, like places where you can just chill and paint, and they're never gonna go away. It's different from street bombing. You're right, it is temporary, but I don't have a problem with it because I have other places where I can do things that aren't temporary. I don't know if that answers your question, but I don't know. It's sort of giving me the idea to mention that there's so many different ways to do graffiti that people don't realize. I mean, baseline, people know what a tag is. Past that, nobody knows anything about fucking graffiti. Yeah, I was getting there. Damn. Oh my god. Okay. Well.
I'm capturing your anger management on film.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to show it?
I do.
Okay. Well.
Wait.
Yeah. I like that one. It's not that one much, but it is what it is. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, this is just me practicing my alphabet. Yeah. That reminds me, fucking another thing about graph is it's gonna take a fucking long time to get good, man. Everybody who starts painting is like, damn, I really hate my shit. My tags are ugly. My throws are ugly. Yeah, you're always gonna fucking think that, bro. It's never gonna go away. Like, the best thing you could do is care about how your shit looks to yourself. For example, I could have done a throw and I'm like, damn, I don't like my E. I'm gonna change it. Instead of going, damn, I don't like my throw. Do y'all like it? What should I do to my E? Like, it's my throw. I'm gonna make my fucking E how I want it. You just suck my balls. Yeah.
Do you switch between mindsets, or also like do you like change your personality for like the communities that you're in, like code switching type shit?
Oh yeah, 100%. School is very different than the graph community, and graph community is very different than the real world. I'd almost say that.
Speak for yourself though, like speak about yourself, like not just like generalizations, like make it about you, because I want to know about you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get there. As I was saying,
I'm bad, bro.
dude, the camera's not even on me. Like, be better. No, I'm fucking.
It literally is.
It's like pointed that way, bro.
You don't see the screen.
Okay, I don't see the screen. Okay, anyways, yes, I would say that I changed my personality. I don't know what you would call it, code switching, when I'm in different aspects of my life. When I'm at home, when I'm at school, when I'm painting, when I'm at art shows, when I'm in the real world. It's all so different. I mean, I'd say that the similarity I would draw between school and graph is it's based a lot on appearances, and I know it's the same way in the real world, but it's definitely more reliant on that, I'd say, because, yeah, I don't really know how to, for school it's self-explanatory, but for graph, I don't really know how to explain it. I guess it's like, you can't be a bitch in graph. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, why are you painting if you're too scared? Like, I can't stand it when I'm outside painting and somebody's like, I'm too scared to do that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. And I respect it. It's not like I'm gonna make you do it. But it's like, dude, I came out here to paint and do stupid shit. If you're too scared to do the stupid shit, then I don't want to paint with you. Like, but everybody thinks the same way. So it's like, yeah. The graph community is very jealous of others. It's lots of, I wish I could do that. Lots of, I wish I realized you could do that. Like,
Do you think that like, I don't know, having that like type of self-doubt affects how you like see yourself, or like how you think people view you? How? You can think on it, bro. Like, take your
Yeah.
time.
Graffiti is a broken art for broken people. Most people who write are really fucked in the head, right? They got their own shit going on in their life. And so lots of them are very emotional, but it's kind of frowned upon to be it. Everybody is the same, but they're all still like, fuck all that. Y'all are weak.
Are people's perceptions like so tainted by like what society first of all has told them, and like also just like what the community like that you've experienced? Like, do you think that like, I mean, obviously you're you're yourself to yourself, but do you think that you're yourself to other people? Okay.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I'd say none of them. None of them I'm really myself. I kind of keep myself to myself. Is that what you're trying to say earlier?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. I'm a extrovertedly introverted person. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, no, I don't think I feel I'm never really being myself in any of those places. It sounds kind of depressing, but I don't think I've ever really been myself with anybody else because I've always been I've always had a very realistic view on the world, even though my aspirations are very fantastical. I have a very real view on the world, and I kind of never have been able to trust somebody to that point where I can completely be myself. And so it doesn't really matter what community I'm in, I'm still acting.
That was a really good response. Do you think that like the graffiti community is like closer to making you feel like you can trust something or like someone?
Opposite. What I've learned from graffiti is that whoever, I've told you this before, whoever is not with me is my enemy. And I mean that like very, very fucking literally because like I said before in this fucking interview, people would do anything to bring you down, to bring themselves up. And all of them are insecure, conniving bastards. Conniving, I haven't word that used in a while. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'll change my answer. I think that in some ways yes, and in some ways no. When I paint, I find out a lot about myself and other people. I mean, the people I paint with on a regular basis, I would call my fucking brothers. I mean, these are people that you have to completely fucking rely on when you're risking your freedom or your life doing something stupid because you're young. Those are people that I'll never not appreciate. Even people that I don't like and that I've had issues with them in the past, if I've painted with you like more than 3 or 4 times, I will respect you because you kept me safe and I kept you safe. Yeah.
When you say doing something stupid, do you like mean the act of graffiti? That's what's stupid?
No. It's painting. That's the stupid part. And then your friends look out for you. So, in that way, I'd say it helps me find trust. But at the end of the day, they're going to put themselves first. So, it's everybody for themselves.
That was hella good.